Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. Alex from MarketWise Asia over here. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this live stream, both on Facebook and also on YouTube on a Monday evening at 10:30 p.m. I see a few hi there. Okay, hello Mary, hello Hadley, hello Dave, hello William. William, I think some of you guys are married. For example, Mary and Dave, they are replying on Facebook. I think Facebook it is fine. I also can see on my Facebook as well. Okay, but it is fine, William. I think YouTube is also fine as well. Geraldine, okay, Mark. All right. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat. So I would really appreciate if you can really give me a like, share, or comments. Okay. And all this will really help me to push out this live stream and reach out to a lot of other people, especially if you're watching this also on YouTube. Okay, please give me a like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It just takes you just less than I think 3 seconds, okay, to just like or just subscribe. Hello Paywen, hello Henry, hello Henling. Okay, so let me take a look first. Okay, sorry, my hair a bit at the back, just can't really make it nicer. I always got fringe coming out because I just cut my hair today. Anyway, yeah, let me just share my screen. Hello Kenny, Jaffa, Shah. Okay, all right. So as usual, tonight live stream, it is proudly sponsored and supported by Plus 500, okay, MAS regulated, okay, leading CFD provider, okay, in Singapore and also worldwide as well. So they have thousands of instruments, okay, forex, stocks, commodities, even option CFD for you to trade as well. Okay, so I'll go through some of these offered by Plus 500. So as usual, let me start the disclaimer first. Whatever I share today, it is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. So as usual, the Telegram channel, YouTube channel, Twitter, TikTok, please help me to like and subscribe if you could. Everything, okay? Just also take you less than a few seconds, okay? Especially the Telegram channel lah. So for example, of course, there's this breaking news actually last night, okay, when Joe Biden actually said that he's going to step down, okay, and not going to go for the election contest, right? That was when I first posted in the Telegram channel. So this is the Telegram channel over here. Okay, so that was when I first posted breaking news at about 2:34 a.m. I haven't just happened that I haven't really slept yet, so I just posted there. So once again, okay, do share all this. Okay, do like and subscribe. Okay, I'll post this link in the comments. I see a few more hi to me. Thanks for the comments like Zen. Okay, Lele, Gilbert. Okay, Christina. Okay, fantastic. All right. Just also update first. Next Monday. Okay, there will be no live stream on the 29th of July, a Monday, because I will be away for a vacation. Okay, I'll be heading to Bangkok, Thailand. Okay, I'll be away from 26 to 29. So actually, I will come back on the 29th July Monday, but I don't think we have the energy, or I won't be looking so much into the market. I didn't really prepare much, so there will be no live stream on Monday, even though I'm back just on Monday itself. Okay. And as usual, the Plus 500 virtual booth. Okay, so recently, I think at the start of this month, the Market Insights Virtual Summit, right? Okay, the replay is over, everything is over, but okay, the promotion, it is ongoing. You can actually head over, okay, to the virtual booth over here. I will. Xian Wei say me too, as in you are going to Bangkok also, is it? All right, is it going to Bangkok? If you are going to Bangkok, maybe I can meet you there, okay, for a short coffee break and discuss about the market and share with the rest of the people over there. Okay, anyway, oh yes, okay, fantastic. Okay, later maybe I'll catch up with you in Bangkok. Okay, so yeah, I'll post the link in the comments already. So this is the Plus 500. Okay, so the virtual booth. So open an account with Plus 500, as I mentioned, it is actually free. Okay, if you haven't have a CFD account or you have some other brokerages but do not have a plus 500 CFD account, you can open an account with them, okay? And all you need to do is just to fund 500 Sing dollars, you get a Chicago Bulls cap. They are the proudly sponsored team, okay, for the Chicago Bulls, and you just need to fund ringgit 1,005 and get also a Chicago Bulls cap. So this offer, okay, it is applicable to both people residing in Singapore and Malaysia as well. All you have to do is just to use the bonus code submit2, okay, submit2. If you're using bank transfer or using PayNow, you won't able to find this bonus code field in the website, but it is okay. After you funded, right, just let the plus 500 team know with an email or using the chat box as well, okay? And if you make your first trade, any trade, okay, with no minimum value, even if you just, do the minimum, okay, for example, Euro USD trade, okay, $500 worth, right, just as in the value, right, just buy, sell, buy only, right, you also get a $50 a bonus. If you're in ringgit, it'll be $150 ringgit bonus lah. And you also get the traders blueprint ebook that's worth $29. Okay, so this is the one. I'll post the link once again in the comments. So this is the virtual booth. Just a very brief recap. Okay, all the details are over there. Sign up here. Okay, exclusive bonus, get a $50 bonus and a Chicago Bulls cap. So it's $150 ringgit if you're residing in Malaysia. Okay, and just follow these two steps. It is over here. Okay, get a $50 bonus if you make your first trade, and with the first trade open, you also get this a copy of my book. Okay, but I give you the digital version. Okay, the Traders Blueprint that was a Kinokuniya bestseller when it was first published. Okay, all the details over there. You just head over to the open account. All right, and just a very brief. It's been locked out already. Just I was inside. Okay, I was looking at some of the settings over there. So in case you don't know, as I mentioned, there's a lot of countries, commodities, indices, sectors, forex, even cryptocurrencies. But again, I do have a funded account there. So just let you know, this just not some of the tools that the one that I like. It is this alert. So it has been triggered already. Okay, for example, like Bitcoin. So I'm not sure. Let me try to show you. So this Bitcoin over there. Okay, so it really does give you the alert to SMS. Okay, I'm not sure whether you can see. So this is the plus, this is the SMS settings. You can see that I actually set the, oops, can see it not? A bit blurred, but can see, okay, these are Bitcoin. Okay, I set the alert already. So yeah, so as I mentioned, right, if you actually set an alert, okay, for example, Bitcoin again, okay, if you can go to other brokerage account or whatever, so they're trading you, they can give you the in-app notification or even some of the email alert. But okay, I think the only one that can give you free is actually just a plus 500. So give you the SMS alert as well, and it is totally free, even if you are in a demo account. So if you haven't had the plus 500 account, okay, do register for and try out the platform. At least try out the platform. I really like the settings on this lah. Okay, so I never share the screen. Yeah, so this is the one. So you can set the alert. So this is the SMS that allows you to push it to SMS lah. So this is a really good feature. Okay, so with that, okay, I'll just head over to the data for this week. Okay, so economic data this week. All right, so the calendar week, let me just post it in the comments over here. So Martin is asking, does it have MT4, MT5? No, no MT4, MT5, only the proprietary mobile and web-based app. Okay, yeah. So they're going to keep things simple. So even the mobile and the web-based app, it look exactly the same. So if you look at the mobile app, you know the web app. Okay, so post the Glenn. Okay, so you already very fast, right, Glenn? So receive the Chicago Bulls 750. You need to make your first trade. Have you made your first trade? So for example, over there, okay, this is, for example, you make your first trade over there, just do a simple one. Okay, make your first trade, whatever trade, okay, Euro USD. Okay, for example, okay, the minimum, let's say for example, I just do a demo. Okay, buy. Okay, the minimum is actually 500. Okay, very little account only. Okay, very little margin required, 25. Okay, so after that you just buy. Okay, okay, this is my position, and then immediately you just close it. Okay, you also considered a funder account lah. Okay, so I'm there just making the trade. Yes, okay, if you did a few trades, right, then wait for, we need to consolidate lah. So wait for it, okay, wait for plus 500 to actually give us the name list. Then we will actually send them the coupon code to redeem the book. Okay, just wait for a while first. Okay, yeah, by the way, just now the one that I did was actually a live account. So yeah, so there's some very minute incur losses, but it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. So yeah, a disclaimer. Yeah, finish everything done. Okay, this calendar week. Okay, so this week nothing much lah. Okay, like Wednesday, only Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday don't have anything. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, PMI, advanced GDP, okay, unemployment claim, PC price index. I think all this, I think still pretty okay lah. Okay, I think it's the next week that is the FOMC meeting that will garner more attention. Okay, all right. So this is just this week alone, just to let you know what's happening now. Okay, but of course, you know, the main thing that I think for those who just joined me, it is the Biden drops out of the 2024 presidential election, and actually he endorses Kamala Harris. But the actual nominee, I think the Democrats still haven't listed her at the actual nominee yet. Okay, so again, this was, I first received the news from CNBC, but of course right now they are all over the media. Okay, you can just take a look over there. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, by now you should know already. Okay, how many of you still do know? Or this is the first time you're hearing this, you're really inside your cave. Okay, I think most of you should know now. Okay, so anyway, I think Biden drop out, it is good lah. Okay, because okay, if you hear him doing the debate with Trump and hearing some of his speech, and during the NATO speech, right, he actually accidentally introduces the Ukraine president as President Putin. Now, this is like, you know, a face palm. Okay, so his mental acumen, I think, is not there anymore. So, you know, I can't believe that he's able to lead US, you know, in the next 4 years. Okay, I don't think he can. Even on the surface, you know, he is the person at the front, right? Okay, I don't think he's the person making all the key decisions. Should be some of the advisors at the back making the key decisions lah. Okay, even though he's the front guy. Okay, how many of you agree with me that he is not the best person? Just type, okay, me in the comments, or I take a sip of water. His mental acumen is really not there anymore lah. I don't think he's fit enough to lead a country. Okay, based on his intellect right now, his mental acumen now. Okay, I don't think whether Trump it is the best person or not, but I think Biden is not the best person right now. Okay, I have no opinion. I have no opinion on Kamala Harris, even though some of them might not like her. Okay, all right. So yeah, I think thank you so much for all some of the comments. But anyway, just want to share with you this thing. Okay, I think I first mentioned, I think a few Facebook Live previously, and also during the in-person gathering for my seasonal vantage insiders. Okay, I just a very a brief recap again. I think this comes very nicely right now. Okay, so you know, there's some change in the presidential election, especially Joe Biden is, you know, dropping out already. So okay, the S&P index return. So just a recap. I think maybe some of you also have already forgotten. Okay, so just a very brief recap. Okay, so based on the historical US presidential election. Okay, so I just zoom in a little bit bigger. Anyway, the red and the blue here doesn't mean positive and negative. It just meant that for red, it is actually Republican. Okay, and the blue one, for example, Obama, it is actually Democrats. It is not included in the data that I have, right? It's not included the 2020 where Biden was elected. But you can see that the S&P return, okay, it is mostly positive. mostly positive during the election year. So I repeat, red doesn't mean it is negative. It just meant that it is a Republican. Blue is Democrat. So mostly it is positive. Only like 2008, this is during the great financial crisis, okay, and 2000, the dot-com crisis. Other than that, we have to go back to very, very, very far away in 1940s. It was dropped under Roosevelt, dropped minus 9.8%, okay, and also like 1930s to 40s. Other than that, you can see that since then, all it is actually positive other than the financial crash. Okay, so mostly positive, and this is the S&P election. Okay, average return. If you add in the 2020, right? 2020, right? It is about 11.8%. Okay, so okay, when a Republican was elected, okay, the average return is 15.3%. A Democrat, which is Biden, okay, is 7.6%. So, right now it seems that there's a very high chance that, Trump is going to get re-elected again. He was a president before, okay? So, I mean, that Republican, in fact, based on historical data, this is actually good for the stock market when a Republican was elected, okay? And the observation, this is inclusive of the 2020 election. So there have been 24 elections since the S&P index began. So 83% of the time, out of the past 24 cycles, 20 cycles provided a positive return. Once again, okay, when a Democrat was in office, it returned only 11%. But when a Democrat was in office, okay, and a Republican was elected, let's assume that Biden was in office, right? Not assume it is, he is in office, okay? But assume that, for example, Trump was elected, then the average return, it is actually 12.9%, about 13%. So in fact, if Biden dropped off and Kamala was not elected and Trump was elected, based on historical data, okay, it was actually better for the stock market, okay? All right, and then summer election, this is, I mentioned previously, based on historically, June, July, August was a pretty good month for the stock market in an election year. Okay, other than that, yeah. Okay, later I'll go through the S&P 500 seasonal chart. So all in all, which means that, okay, actually, if Trump gets elected, that is better for the stock market, okay? How many of you, this is the first time you are hearing this? Just type me in the comments, okay? Or just type yes, just type yes if this is the first time, okay? Or even easier, just type 1 in the comments are easier, okay? I think I mentioned previously, I think maybe some of you forgotten already. Just again, a very brief recap over here, okay? Well, I'll take a sip of water once again, okay? Again, this is just based on historical data, okay? To me, this is more like a fun fact, okay? This is more like a fun fact. The data is more like a fun fact. But it is true that during election year, the market, it is in fact more bullish, okay? Whether a Democrat or a Republican get elected, then I think this is just fun fact, okay? Okay, don't put too much weight in it. But anyway, just something for you to know. But I think this one, okay, something interesting from Ryan the Trick, okay. Stocks don't like lame duck election year. So this is something new to me, okay. Let me explain to you. So let me add in the chart over there. Okay, so by right, if Joe Biden, if going for re-election again, then this is not going to be a lame duck election year. Lame duck means, okay, the current position that Joe Biden until when it is officially, I think, get elected in January for new president. Okay, like because he's going to be gone already. So from now until January, this is a lame duck period. It's kind of lame because the president is not going to hold EU and hold or yield much power. It is just going through the process, until next year when there's a new president that's going to get elected. So this is going to be a like lame duck election until January. So this is what I mean by lame duck year. So stocks don't like lame duck election year. So right now at this moment in time, okay, this is going to be a lame duck election year because Joe Biden is going to be away already. He's not going to be re-elected. Okay, he's definitely a new president. So if it's going to be a new president, generally, okay, based on historical data from 1950, okay, until now, right, it tends to be more positive for the stock market. If it's going to be a lame duck year, okay, then the so-called technically it is not so good. So this, you can see that since July to August, the market tends to go down. So this is a very interesting data from Rand the Trader. Anyway, this is the first time, okay, I heard about this lame duck election year, okay. And we can go and Google. If it's the first time you're hearing this lame duck, okay, just type lame in the comments. I really didn't know, until I saw him posted. I said, what is lame duck election year? Okay, anyway, you can just Google on this lame duck. So this is the first time you're hearing this, just type lame in the comments. Something interesting now, okay, something interesting. So if this is the case, okay, it doesn't bode well for the stock market. So, and based on the price action, okay, I also do not feel that the market it is to be really good, okay, in the coming few months or so, okay, like for example August, we are coming into this August month already. Anyway, this is the S&P seasonality without taking into context of the election year. So you can see over there, typically, until the August, okay, with election and non-election year combined together for the past 20 years, August tends to be seasonally weak or so, okay? This is like this, okay, August, okay, but of course, based on certain of the data, election year, August tends to be pretty okay. But anyway, all right, so later I'll go through the chart, okay? Later I'll go through the chart. But for now, okay, big techs also some news that you might want to take notice of, okay? Some of these tech companies, okay, is going to announce their earnings already. So there's going to be some volatility. I think Google is going to announce the earnings on Tuesday or what? I forget already. Anyway, I'll post the link in the comments. So yeah, I think on Tuesday, okay, Google after market hours, okay, the expected move not so volatile, maybe about 5% plus. Then Tesla more volatile. The expected move is about 7%. So in case you can just zoom in and see, okay, from here I'll post a link in the comments. So you can take a look at Google right now, GOG. Yeah, so it came down. See, very nicely. Okay, come down at the CPR and then today get supported. So this is the Google. So do remember that the earnings for the tech company are coming up soon. Okay, and the rate cut again, once again, it's previously last week. The rate cut in September was like only 80+% plus chance. Okay, right now it has increased to about 95%. 95%. Okay, in 9 days, okay, that's like next week. Okay, so you can see that in September, okay, it is like about just now was 95%. So it's like it is like like sure near to 100%. They're going to reduce the interest rate by 0.25%. Okay, so anyway, something for you to take note of. Anyway, okay, I think previously I mentioned when the Fed start to cut interest rate, it is not good for the stock market. It doesn't bode well for the stock market eventually. Maybe when the times comes, we'll revisit that again. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So for this coming week, okay, the S&P 500. Let's head over to the S&P 500. So in fact, today I mentioned to my seasonal vantage insiders. I don't know how many of you have watched it already. I said, hey, for the S&P, even though like it is coming down, okay, but if you look at the different across board of the indices, the Nasdaq, for example, okay, it has actually hit the central pivot range over there. I say that there could be some rebound. and of course adding in the Swiss Army knife tool that I mentioned to you guys. Okay, so again, this is only for the Seasonal Vantage Insiders members. Okay, they know what is this Swiss Army knife tool. I said, hey, market is at a low already, overextended move to the downside. Okay, you can choose not to go long, okay, but you don't go short. Okay, how many of you actually read? How many of you SVI actually watched the video already? Okay, just type SVI in the comments so that I know that you watched the video already. Okay. So today, the Nasdaq really rebounded. Okay, and June at the CPR level. So that's why I said that the market might actually, thank you handling. Okay, so might have some rebound. Okay, so I do mind sharing with you my views. Okay, for the coming maybe 1 to 2 weeks until heading into August. So that's the view I mentioned. Okay, so when the market start to drop last week, I can see on, like, for example, the sentiment was actually pretty bearish, discretionary. It's not really objectively I can measure how bearish is the market. It's what I actually read through from Twitter. Okay, market, like, they see a bearish engulfing bar, that kind of thing. Wow, they start to get very bearish kind of thing. Okay, so of course, you know, last week was the OPEX week. The market actually sell off, okay, before the options expiry date. Okay, last week Friday was the options expiration, okay, so it actually had a sell off before the option expired. So the market really came down before that. Okay, and my view is that the market, okay, might have a rebound coming up within the next 1 or 2 weeks or so, heading into the end of July, maybe to trap some of the bears they out there. They like very bearish one, they shorted. So to trap the bears, the market might, okay, my opinion doesn't mean that I'm correct. This is my view, continue to go higher. Okay, whether it can retest the high or not, it is the one scenario is going to retest the high. That is the first scenario. Okay, getting into end of July or early August, retest the high. Okay, and then come down again. And that is the start of the bearish seasonal period. But don't get me wrong, I'm not turning into a bear or a permanent bear. Okay, it is just telling me that the market, it is ready to get a breather, a pullback, or retracement, or a dip, whatever you call it. Okay, so that is, yeah, not a crash. Just, even though it seems like a crash, it is just like to tell you that, you know, market might have starting to have some correction. Okay, this is the first scenario if price can retest. Another second scenario is that the market does not retest the high and maybe form a lower high, okay, and then starting to go down, correction, starting into August. That is my so-called my view heading into August. Okay, but of course, we need to take one step at a time and see how the market will actually progress as it goes along. But I think that could be a potential roadmap for the market. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, just type two, the two scenario in the comments. It's just a preparation. So for now, until the end of the week, I am still more gravitating more towards the bullish side. Okay, until the end of July to into August, then it is more difficult to say. Okay, I can't predict so far ahead, but this is my view until maybe towards the end of July. I'm still looking for opportunity to go for a long now. Okay, so I have really mentioned some of these stocks to my Seasonal Vantage insiders already. Okay, so as of now, you can see that the market for today, Nasdaq, it is up 1.26%. Okay, and looking at the cash index, all right, the zero gamma level, okay, it is at about 5,006. The actual number is about 5595. So you can just use 5,006 as a proxy. Okay, this is where the options dealer, whether they are net positive gamma or net negative gamma in their options position. So typically, okay, when price is below the zero gamma level, there could be some heightened volatility. Okay, that could be the start of a pullback or such. But nevertheless, okay, I still think that the market, okay, could head higher for a rebound. Okay, again, whether to test the high or whether it forms a lower high, I don't know. So we have to see the price action. But until now, to end of July, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still got about 8 trading days. Okay, there's still opportunity to go for some long trades. Okay, if we want to, there's still opportunity. Okay, all right. So that's all for the indices thing. So of course, you know, if you actually look at the developing central pivot range, so the developing central pivot range to see what is the current central pivot range right now, developing central pivot range. Okay, can see over there, this is the developing central pivot range. Okay, can see that here, previously, this was the CPR. So when the month ended, it was here. We are still about 1 week away, 1 week plus, but roughly can see where is the pivot point right now. So it's like, hey, you know, it is going around here right now, testing that. So we shall see how it goes. But if it continue to go higher, then the CPR level go higher. But I think the market, it is maybe a time for pullback soon. But again, this is just my view. Don't say the Alex say one, market is going to go down. I won't know. So we still need to see how the market goes. Okay, but all in all, yeah, we are ending. So I don't think the market might be able to test this current month CPR for now. Okay. And historically, the VIX also tended to rise in the months preceding the US presidential election. Not surprisingly, okay, because the VIX and the S&P 500 index is inversely correlated. So as I mentioned over there, typically when the market start to come down or such, right, okay, August, that kind of things in the third quarter, that kind, okay, the VIX will go higher. It is inversely correlated, though not surprisingly. So see chart over there. So this is the chart that I want to show you guys. Okay, this is taken from isabel.net, also from your top-down chart as well. So this is the VIX seasonality. Okay, there is one between 1990 to 2023, and excluding the global financial crisis and the COVID, price action roughly is about the same. But I can see that typically in August onwards, okay, the VIX tends to grind higher, spike higher. If the VIX tends to spike higher, which means that the market, okay, will tend to go down. Clear so far? Again, this is just historical data. So at least it prepares you what might be the road ahead. Okay? Doesn't mean 100% is going to happen, but at least you won't get caught surprised by it. Clear so far? If you understand, just type VIX in the comments. So for those who find value in today's session, right now we have 150 people in the live stream, okay, combining from YouTube and Facebook. Just give me a like, share, or comments. I really appreciate it. I don't know whether it's on Facebook or what. Facebook only like 16 likes, very little. Okay. Can give me a like if you enjoy my sharing, okay? And if you're on YouTube, please like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, okay? Shah asking about Bitcoin in US election year. Okay, so for Bitcoin, I forget. I think I didn't take the chart, but previously I mentioned, I think, to who I forget already. Okay, I say that July tends to have a good run. Okay, a good run. Okay, but towards the end of July, need to be a little bit careful. So when I first mentioned, right, it was somewhere around here. Okay, so the market actually went higher. But right now, I want you to be a little bit more careful. I keep forgetting to take the seasonal chart, but you know, typically towards the end of July until I think until maybe August, September to October, seasonally Bitcoin it is not so bullish. So you need to be a little bit more careful. Don't get caught up don't get caught up with this bull, so-called bearish, no, not bearish, bullish phase right now. Of course, price is above the CPR and such, but I'm still a little bit cautious on the Bitcoin. And it is hard to have a Bitcoin versus election year because Bitcoin has only about 13 years of history already. So like there's only 2 cycles of election year, that kind, okay? So can't really give much insights. But overall, based on the past 13 years, okay, Bitcoin to the second stage in July tends to grind lower, that kind of thing, until October. So you need to be a little bit more careful on Bitcoin, okay? Clear so far on BTC. Okay, BTC. Can? So I mentioned that okay, last week, okay, I mentioned about this yen, okay, yen from 10 July to 22nd of August, okay, yen tends to appreciate, okay, okay, for the past 13 years and 2% of the time, okay. Of course, it is actually, this is the yen futures lah. So if the yen is going to go higher, then the dollar yen, it is going to go down because it is in relative pair, right? So it's in 2 pairs. So if the yen going to go higher, then the dollar, it is going to go down lah. So you can see, how many of you can remember that, or how many of you has taken action? So this is the USD JPY dollar yen. Okay, so this is the dollar yen. Okay, so when I first mentioned, it was actually on Monday here. Okay, Monday. After that, price go up and then come back down. So that's quite a number of pips. Oops, if you actually trade Forex. I think it's 200 plus pips. Okay, this is the dollar yen. And once again, okay, do you realize something? So, okay, I do a naked chart. So you guys can see that this is the central pivot range, right? Okay, it held pretty well there. But once again, I do a naked chart. What do you see from here? This candle, this part over here. What candle do you all see that I dislike the most? It always happen again and again. Okay, I do not see how many times already. Okay, it happens again and again. Okay. Yes, that's right, Mary. Pin bar. Okay, so this is the candle I always warn you guys. Okay, again, don't come and argue with me. This is a doji lah, or what dragonfly doji lah, that kind of thing. As long as you can see this kind of long shadow with a very thin body over there, I treat it as a pin bar. Okay, you can call it a hammer or whatever it is. Okay, so the naming of the convention, it is not that important, but the key thing it is, okay, you see this kind of pattern, okay, you need to be a little bit more careful, because when people see this kind of hammer pin bar pattern, okay, the traditional textbook is to, wow, no, come at a support, near support area over there, or previous so-called swing low over there, okay, a resistant zone, a resistant support area, okay, and then you go and buy, okay, the moment you bought it, okay, it came down, okay, coupled with the seasonal, not seasonal advantage, but as in the seasonal, okay, I'll be extremely careful, okay, when I see a pin bar and that, the seasonal tell me that, typically dollar yen this period is bearish, that kind of thing. Okay, again, it doesn't mean that every pin bar is going to be a trap, but for my rule of thumb, okay, whenever I see a pin bar, I rather skip the trade. I don't go long. Okay, I don't go long. I rather skip it. Clear so far? Okay, yes or no? I keep, just type yes if you understand what I'm trying to say. Just type yes. Okay, I see a lot of times already. Okay, please don't trade the hammer shooting star pattern. A lot of time it fails. Okay, I don't know how many of this is the first time you're hearing this, or for those who have heard me for the longest time. Okay, the reason why I say that it is because when I first started trading, I also go and read the candlestick pattern there, the YouTube online courses also all these candlestick pattern I cannot make money from all these candlestick pattern okay. I keep losing okay, by trading all this hammer candlestick pattern okay. So I don't want you to go through the same route as I went through before okay. Maybe your way of reading the market is a little bit better, that kind of thing now, okay, by reading through the hammer candlestick pattern but I really don't see an edge in trading like the hammer candlestick pattern, the team bar and such okay. Can or not? Okay, understand, just type yes in the comments lah. Can? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? So for this coming week or so, last week, okay, I want to reiterate last week I talked about this crude oil. So yeah, so I say that possibly the crude oil can actually head higher until the end of July. Okay, but price did not actually really rebounded higher, but it also really didn't drop a lot. Okay, so you can see over there, after that came down, but you can see right now price actually rebounded here. This is a crude oil futures. This is a crude oil futures. Okay, rebounded a little bit higher. Okay, and of course, for last week, I mentioned that to the SVI, I mentioned that certain stock. Okay, I won't mention it right now because I'm still holding it. Okay, yeah, but it didn't really drop a lot also. So as I mentioned, right, crude oil. Okay, if within this week or so, okay, if within this week or so, or until the end of July, if until the end of July, it cannot really rebound, okay, or it can rebound a little bit higher when August comes, okay, I think it is going to go down lower, okay. So for those who haven't read my SVI video or haven't watched my SVI video, so that particular counter, okay, even if it continue to go higher and didn't hit your take profit level, okay, by the end of July, most likely I will exit, okay. Yeah, so because seasonally, okay, August onward, crude oil tends to be more bearish. So I don't want to hold on to that position. So if there's any profit, okay, I will take already. Clear so far? Clear or not? Okay. Can or not? Can so crude oil for now a bit neutral because price didn't have a really good so-called upside movement, but it also did not really go down like a lot, like this kind of like impulse down move so still okay. All right, so this is for crude oil. And the other one that I mentioned, okay, not mentioned, okay, I'm going to share with you one trade ideas. Let me just remove this for a while. Okay, let me take a look. So for this, let me see. Give me a moment. It is actually okay. It is actually moving forward. Okay, this is just another trade ideas. Just share with you guys. Okay, it is actually natural gas. Okay, net gas over there. Natural gas. From the 30th of July to the window is actually pretty wide. Okay, from until 11th of September. Okay, for the past 10 years, 90% of time it went up. So this is for natural gas. This is for natural gas over there. Again, natural gas, it tends to be very volatile, but just to let you know, I mean that some of you might trade commodities and also like for example, plus 500, okay, they do have they do have, for example, trade. Okay, they do have natural gas. So if you want to trade natural gas, you can do that as well. Okay, you can do that as well. So they have a lot of commodities for you to trade, all commodities, really a lot. Oil, natural gas, crude oil, sugar, gold, aluminium, copper, lean hog, those pork, cattle, beef, cow also can trade. Okay, so let's take a look at the natural gas. Natural gas is NG. This is the natural gas futures. So you can see that natural gas right now, after an overextended period, it seems like starting to go higher. Today it is up by 5%. But again, I wouldn't encourage you to front run the market because right now, overall, it is really still in a downtrend. Okay, in a downtrend. Okay, in a downtrend. But do take note of the seasonal data, as I mentioned. Again, I'm not asking you to buy natural gas, just telling you what I'm watching out for, okay, within the next week or so. This is for natural gas, okay, and then if you looking to trade CFD, okay, then the plus 100 do offer you the a lot of commodities for you to trade as well. Once again, okay, just to let you know, for the plus 500, okay, right now they do have a promotion right now, okay. All I have to do is just to top up funded $50, not $50, $5, okay, and you get a Chicago boost cap. If you are Malaysia, residing in Malaysia, you can also top up fund the 1,500 ringgit, and you get a Chicago boost cap as well. Use the bonus code SUMMIT2, okay, and if you do a first trade, any value, okay, buy sell immediately you close, also can get a $50 bonus. Ringgit is $150 okay, and also plus the traders blueprint ebook worth 29. So you need to wait for them to consolidate first before I can send them the ebook to you. So head over to this virtual booth. So all the details are over here. Okay, all the details are over there. Follow this step over there. Okay, and then open account. So use the summit code and get me your first trade, get $50 bonus. All right, so this is for natural gas. And yeah, so for those who are not using CFD, okay, if you want to try CFD, you could, but if you maybe you want to use ETF, another one that you can do is actually UNG. Oops. UNG. So this is the natural gas ETF. So it's this is natural gas. Okay, you can see that it is a proxy so price also starting to go higher. Ignore this dotted line, it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So natural gas, okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say on this natural gas, okay, just type UNG. Okay, UNG. Again, not asking you to trade, just letting you know seasonally what could move also. So this is what I actually provided to my Seasonal Vantage Insiders data as well. So if you have the data, you can actually sift through all this data yourself also. Okay, there are a lot more things but this is just one of them for my Seasonal Vantage Insiders. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Any questions so far before I end the session? So all in all, overall, I think the market might have still room to go higher. Okay, maybe this coming week or until the end of July. So I don't know. So there's two scenarios being panned out. Okay, either it hit the prior high and then come back down, or didn't hit the prior high and come back down, kind of thing. So yeah. So that is my personal view. So we need to take one day at a time. Okay. Any opinion on Bollinger Bands? Is it effective? I don't really use Bollinger Bands. I can't say the effectiveness because I don't use it. I mean, there are people who trade, Bollinger Bands. I know, like for example, one of our speakers last time, Kathy Lian, she uses Bollinger Band. So you really need to actually exploit yourself and try to use it in a different way compared to other people. So if every single textbook is asking you to use 2 standard deviation, that kind of thing, okay, you need to deviate from that. Don't use everything that every people is looking at one. Okay, maybe you want to use, I don't know, 2.5 standard deviation, 3 standard deviation, or even lesser, like 1.5 standard deviation, that kind of thing. And use a different way to approach Bollinger Bands rather than everybody using the same way to use the Bollinger Bands. You get what I'm trying to say, Darius? Okay, yeah. I think I don't see a lot of questions. So if there's no questions, I think just nice about 1 hour or so. So once again, if you haven't opened the Plus 500 account, okay, pretty much last push already. I think until next month, 6th of August, they're going to end the promotion. Okay, so use this, okay, fund 500 and get a Chicago Boost Cap, make your first trade and get a $50 bonus. I'll post the link in the comments. So in case you can't see the replay chat, right, okay, just head over to bit.ly, bit.ly/plus500 dash booth over here. Okay, so if you find value in today's session, give me a like, share, and comment. I really appreciate that. And also type value in the comments. Okay, so let me know that you enjoyed this session today. And moving forward, let also Facebook and YouTube know, the algorithm know that you want to see more of our content in the future. CJ Tan is asking about CrowdStrike. I know about the outage lah, but CrowdStrike, okay. Falling knife, okay, so don't catch it right now, okay. So if you even look at the 2 days, even at the 2-day time frame, you can see that CrowdStrike, it is below the CP, below the cloud already. So you guys need to be more careful. Again, for those who are new, above the cloud means uptrend, below the cloud means downtrend. And I like to use the 2-day time frame to reduce the whipsaw to determine the uptrend or downtrend. Okay, so even today it is a bit down. So maybe, okay, CrowdStrike is going to front run the market. It's going to start the downward move also. I don't know. But for me, definitely not a buy. Don't think it's going to be a cheap right now. I'm going to buy CrowdStrike. Okay, Can still bottom catch NVIDIA, brownies. NVIDIA, the best time to buy is pretty much over already. I mean, we're heading into August. Previously, for my seasonal Vantage insiders, here I mentioned, here I also mentioned, okay, that at least if your SVI can catch 2 rounds of NVIDIA. Right now, not the best time to buy. And you can see for the pivot point, right now it is below the CPR also, okay, not the best time to buy also already, okay. All right, so I think, yeah, all right, so that's all for today. So thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys 2 weeks later, because as I mentioned, right, next Monday there is no Facebook Live because I'm away for a vacation at Bangkok. Maybe I will catch up with Xian Hui there, okay. All right, okay, so with that, thank you so much. See you guys in 2 weeks time, and thank you and bye bye.